Greetings everyone, I'm Kushal, that Indian guy who loves AEW, and I'll be sharing the results of AEW's latest episode of Elevation, as well as my key takeaways from that show. I'm trying a different format for this time. Firstly, I'll get done with the results. There's no point to me telling you guys about the win-loss situation when you can find that exact information across the internet. So rather than explaining it one by one, allow me to show that information to you on the screen right now over here. Yeah, I think that's enough time to read the entire data. Now I'll share my 5 key takeaways. Number 1. I'm liking Tainara's journey so far of becoming a nearly consistent winner, especially given her martial arts background. Her upcoming match against Nyla Rose will be a test of her strategy, which is something that did not work in her favor the last time she faced Nyla Rose. I believe that she is a good candidate of being that female wrestler who is a technical expert in terms of submissions, and that's how she aims to get a victory over opponents who are taller than her or heavier than her. Second, creating good female tag teams is eventually pointless when there's no end goal for them to achieve. I believe at this stage of AEW's existence, it is a good time to launch the tag team titles in the female division because we already have quite a few tag teams, the ones which are consistent and the ones which keep on being mixed and paired every now and then on AEW Dark. Additionally, a tournament to decide the winner of this new tag team championship will be something that I as a fan will definitely enjoy, since it might introduce or reacquaint us with a wrestler who might not be that great in an individual capacity but can potentially be amazing in a tag team capacity. Third, I was happy the way Orange Cassidy defeated Ryan Nemeth. However, the execution of that finish seemed incomplete to me. It was as though it was hurried or not done in a way in which it was originally planned. Keeping that aside, the inclusion of someone who can unseemingly tie up the opposite person in a hold would be wonderful in the men's roster, because we already have the powerlifters and the strongmen who can pick up and power slam, side slam, who can spine bust, or who can power bomb. I do think though, despite me being a fan of Orange Cassidy and the Best Friends, yes, I can be a fan of other factions also besides the Dark Order. Orange Cassidy must execute the moves of submission and transitions involved therein a bit faster, because in this match with Ryan Nemeth, I felt his movements or his transitions were a bit slow or a bit clunky. The fourth takeaway, Ethan Page is huge. When he stood in the ring alongside Alan Five Angels, that to me was surprising. That's when I truly found out that the dude is tall, above average tall, as per wrestler standards, not as per Indian height standards. As per Indian height standards, he's definitely a tall person any day of the week. His win against Alan Angels, again a wrestler that I like, but unfortunately in this case, thematically I feel his loss does make sense. His win definitely helps build momentum for himself. And his lines that seemed awfully familiar to what Kenny Omega had said in NJPW implicitly against the WWE, that also made sense. I wonder, however, which title will he go for? The AEW Championship or the TNT Championship? I'm inclined to believe he might go behind the TNT one, because we already have Christian Cage angle against Kenny Omega for the AEW Championship somewhere in the near future. I've also recently started following Ethan Page's vlog, and I did find that fun. Especially his last one, he had this discussion with Eddie Kingston, and I always enjoy Eddie Kingston talk on the mic. He's just a natural person. If he ever had a podcast, I'll listen to it every day and I won't get bored. Number 5. Adam Priest, Ryzen, Maddie Rinkowski, Jarrell Nelson, Royce Isaacs, Baron Black, Ryan Nemeth, Alan Five Angels, Layla Hirsch. All of these wrestlers had one thing in common. Although they lost their respective matches, they actually put up a good fight. And in some cases, such as those of Ryzen, Lena Hirsch, and Adam Five Angels, I actually thought they might win the match. And that's what makes a match interesting for a fan. Like, when I can't predict, it's not straightforward who's going to win, who's going to lose. The others also got a good deal of offense in their own matches, helping them appear to be not weak as such. I am particularly pleased to see Jarrell and Isaac in the ring once again. I walked away satisfied with having watched the show. Elevation is definitely being true to their word, in my opinion. They are giving more opportunities to wrestlers who are slowly growing on a fan like me, and possibly on others also. This concludes my thoughts on the second episode of AEW Elevation. I'm Kushal, and once again, I hope that you, your friends, your family, all are safe and sound. This mostly includes the 2 to 4 people who on an average watch my videos. But I'm happy for you guys also. Thank you so much. That's it for now. Have a nice time ahead. Goodbye.